There we go. Hey, y'all, Dr. D here. I want to talk to you real quick about something really serious about domestic violence. I joke around a lot, when I'm sharing different things about mental health, but this is not something that I joke around with. Um, I um, I have a personal experience with domestic violence. Not now, obviously. And then also I help individuals with domestic violence. I want to first and foremost share that it doesn't matter. Domestic violence affects doesn't just affect the gender. It doesn't just affect a specific sexual orientation. It affects families and children. It affects heterosexual couples. It affects gay couples. It doesn't matter. If I'm talking to you, please listen. Or if you know someone, please share this video. First and foremost, when you think about domestic violence, safety is always first. You can replace things, okay? You can replace a home, you can replace the things in your home, but what you cannot replace is you. Domestic violence usually escalates. And originally, if you meet someone, most of the time, that person's not just gonna like punch you or beat you. You know why? Because it's not socially acceptable. But what they will slowly do is to penetrate themselves in your lives with manipulative conversation, gaslighting, other abusive and toxic things, and eventually that will escalate to physical abuse, aggression. Oftentimes people may say, well, this person's never hit me before, but they'll talk about how they yell and bang on things and throw things. That's physical abuse. Okay, there's different kinds of abuse. And oftentimes, people experience all of that abuse. It's emotional, psychological abuse, it's financial abuse, it's physical abuse, right? And so it's cyber abuse. And at any rate, at the end of the day, safety is first and foremost. You are more important than anything else. Okay. Your safety. You may be in a marriage or a relationship for years and you're like, man, we've invested so much, but is it worth your life? And so safety first. And so if you are in a domestic violence situation, first and foremost, remember you can always, if you're in the United States, you can always call 911 or emergency services in your area. And so you should have that number readily available. If 911, like if you're in a rural area and that number is a 911. If you are not in the States, then you can contact whatever emergency services there in your area. But then second, here in the States, there's a number, and I'm going to put that number and that link in the comments it's called the Domestic Violence Hotline. The Domestic Violence Hotline. It's hotline.org. Okay, and get help. And that not just when you're in the midst of a situation. You may be trying to get out of a situation. You may be trying to develop and set boundaries in that particular area, and you just don't know where to start. I recently just helped someone to develop a plan on how to leave an abusive situation. And so on that website, they have a ton of resources. So you can always call, but what if you don't feel safe calling? Then you could be on your phone or your computer, and it has a safety thing in there that you could actually get off of that. And whoever this is that may be a threat to you would never know that you were there, but you could always ask for help. And so I want to just share that with you. And here's a little thing that, if nothing else, remember, leaving someone is simple. The hard part is making the choice to do so. And that is basically choosing that you are first and foremost more important than any relationship. Because if you're not here, then what else is there? All right. So I hope that helps someone today.